afternoon, this is Mrs. Garner for another read aloud for you. This time we're going to read Pete the Cat has 4 groovy buttons, one of my favorites. And by the way, I'm missing you all very much. Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat put his favorite shirt on with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no, one of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. 1, 2, 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no, another one popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left now? 2. 1, 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness no, buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no, another button popped off and rolled away. Now how many buttons are left? 1. 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness no, buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop. Oh no, now the last button popped off. How many buttons are left now? 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness no, buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt and what do you think he saw? His belly button! And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. It's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no, we just keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. My button.